Hi, Nick Riley, Bonafide Support Services. So I'm going to talk to you today about a business that challenged the status quo with respect to their value proposition. So what their customers wanted had shifted, and they were concerned they weren't necessarily picking it up. There was a little bit of loss of customer, churn of customer, and they couldn't put their finger on why that was. So looking at their value proposition, speaking to those customers, this was an asset management business, and there were two main elements to it. One was optimizing their spend to make sure that plant didn't break down, but they didn't overspend on the maintenance. And that was still really valued, and they were recognized as experts in it. The other was providing a really comprehensive asset inspection report. In speaking to the customers, this was no longer valued and was actually a chore. They had to go through this, extract the information, upload it into their asset management system, and it was really quite difficult. Where some more agile competitors were providing just the problems and just the actions that were needed, which made it easier for them to enter into their system. When we spoke to them, actually there was one little nugget where an engineer provided a handwritten list to the guy on site. He stuck it in a little Excel spreadsheet and sucked it into his system, and that immediately started actions out to engineers to maintain this kit. So this gave them a nugget of an idea of actually we could make a leap forward. So applying the grow, build, reduce, remove principle to their value proposition, they have to reduce the report writing and build these client system APIs, that client system electronic interaction, and that's going to get them to hopefully grow their market share. When they apply that to the business model, then clearly you've got the reduction in the report writing, which makes a cost saving from their key resources. They're going to reduce the staff costs in terms of the number of report writers they have, but they're having to have an initial expenditure to develop the software piece that creates those client system APIs that enables all this to happen. But that's a one-off, and actually in quantifying it, the reduction in report writing cost paid for it because it wasn't overly complex in IT terms. So that's a really good example of a client challenging their status quo, in this case the value proposition, and finding both risk and opportunity, and then addressing that to improve their bottom lines. If you're interested in challenging your status quo and want to have an initial clarity assessment to identify potential opportunities, please do get in touch. Otherwise, thanks very much for listening, and look out for the next video.